Welcome back to the Predicted 11. It seems like we're doing this every few days. Well, we are, because every game, or every week, we've got a different game like. We've got Brentford now. And listen, I've downgraded on the last few weeks. We've had Ty, Robbie in here, but I've upgraded to the best law in the house. Like, we have Kenya with us. Welcome, Kenya.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. Now, the reason I've got Kenya in this one, right, is because we don't agree on much.
Yeah,
do we
don't.
You know what I mean, we actually have got different opinions on things. So we're going to go through what we think the 11's going to be now. We're being told that Saliba's going to be fit, so we'll have a decision about that. And also Trossard could be fit, so we can have a little chat about that, like, you know. But obviously, first and foremost, the goalkeeper, I think it's not in doubt now. Kepa comes in, is that correct? Like, yeah?
I don't even start.
Are we going with Kepa?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Are you being serious?
Well, no, I'm not being serious, but
that's what I'm saying. No,
there is a conversation starting in my mind, like, you know, I didn't think David Raya's distribution not good enough, but...
No, I think you have to start David Raya. He knows Brentford inside out as well.
Oh, good shout.
You know, ex-Brentford player. And as well, he's the best goalkeeper in the league right now. He has to play. OK, let's put him up there then. He's not had much to do in the last probably
Do you think that could be something to do with it, that he doesn't have a lot to do all the time? So maybe he gets a little bit, not bored, that's the wrong word I'm looking for, concentration level just dropped slightly. I think his kicking yesterday weren't the greatest, but... You know, as you say, like, he don't have a lot to do.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot to do, and I think that's due to as well how well we've played in the defence. But even when he has something to do and he's called upon, he does really well. I think the only time I can think maybe he's made a mistake was against Sunderland. Can you think of any other games where he's really made a mistake? I can't really think of many. No,
I agree. Like, you know, I mean, I still think he's a very, very good goalkeeper. The Sunderland one was that. I think he's just like a couple of. Was it against Spurs? He threw out a ball to Kudos and all that lot. But
yeah, that's true.
But I think that from his goalkeeping point of view, saves and everything like.
Yeah, Kepa will have his time, but I just think, you know, it's still early in the season.
Yeah,
like,
and I think he's doing okay. Like, this is a contentious one now, like, you know what I mean? Who are you going for at right back?
Do you know what? We're going to agree for once.
We are going to agree on this one. We weren't going to go for Benjamin.
No,
but you are on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Ben.
I am as well, so we're putting... And what's your reason why you're putting Ben in this one, like, you know?
I think, number one, he needs to play. We've had a really jam-packed week of Spurs, Bayern and Chelsea. I think Timber's been brilliant, but he also needs rest. And I think as well, he needs to get someone up to speed. When he came on against Bayern as well, in those 10 minutes, he looked like Ben White of old, really. He didn't look unsettled or anything. And yeah, we've got to get him back into games because we need to rely on our depth. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? I totally agree with that. Like, you know what I mean? I think that Timber does need a rest, but Ben White needs minutes.
Yeah, he does.
Because we've got, you know, I think he's now to Christmas or definitely even after that. Every 4 days we're playing.
Exactly.
And we're going to need him up and running and at a level where you think, like, well, we're not having to carry him because he hasn't got enough minutes in his legs. So I think he's got to come in there, like, you know, and there was a case for him maybe to have played at centre half on Sunday, but he didn't. So we're both on agreement.
Yeah,
Ben White comes in this. I felt he should have played against Bayern Munich, but listen, I think he plays in this one. Yep. Left back, we'll go left back first. What's your thinking on this one here?
I'm still going to go Richie, I think. I think I would put Calafiori in personally, just because I think the way he's been in the Prem so far, really good. He is getting a rest in those, you know, Champions League games. There is a question whether you rotate him for Miles, because we have got Aston Villa on the weekend, which, you know, that's a big game, that's away. But I just think the way he's played, I even think against Chelsea, he actually did all right. I mean...
Silly booking,
silly booking. But I hear all these Chelsea fans talking about Esteval. I think he did really well against Esteval. I don't think Esteval dribbled past him once.
I think he's been brilliant for us, and I think like silly booking that he got, maybe, and he only had half a game on Sunday, so I'm going to go Calafiori. But I think again that's a great little point. I want him 100% fit.
Yeah, exactly.
For
we know
Aston Villa.
already he's not. Last season, he really struggled with fitness. Like, there is a question whether you change it. But I think because of, we'll get into the other positions, I think you don't want to do too much changes in your back line.
And the trouble for me is if we don't put him in there and we do put Miles in, and we go with the 2 central defenders. That's a complete back four.
Yeah, it's completely changed.
So that is the bit of the problem at the moment. Like there is there is a chance that William Saliba's fit.
Yeah.
Now, if he is fit, do you risk him for this game or do you keep him back for the Villa game? It's
a hard question, man. Because I look at Brentford, they're in good form as well. But the thing about Brentford, they can't be taken lightly. I'd actually say Brentford's one of the best counter-attacking teams in the league.
Right.
But their away form is nowhere near. Yeah, their away form is nowhere near. All of their good wins have been at home to, you know, your Liverpool, your Chelsea, your Man United. So, I don't know, I'm a bit torn.
I'm torn on this one as well, because if he does break down...
Yeah, you don't want to...
you know, we don't want to be going to Aston Villa with a really new partnership.
Exactly. A partnership that's only played together once against Chelsea.
Yeah. So we've got to make a decision on this one. It's a difficult one, like, for me. But I feel we can't take Brentford lightly. So I'm going to bring Saliba back if he's 100% fit.
Do you know what? I have to agree with you, because you look at that Igor Thiago. Yeah, he's second top goal scorer in the league right now.
And I don't think we can take it like. I don't think we can sort of say, right, make too many changes there, like, you know what I mean. So, and I think if he is fit,
if anything, what you can do, you can play him for a half and make a change.
Yeah, see how it's going, and then like 20 minutes from the end when it's tiring, maybe, like, you know what I mean.
Exactly.
So,
but he's crucial to the. I think as well against Chelsea, we missed his passing so much.
Yeah. I think we did. I think we missed everything about it.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Like, you know. Now listen, I think it's a toss-up. Either one you want to go here, Mosquera or Gyokeres. I thought both done okay.
Yeah.
But not good enough as a partnership. What one are you going for?
I might go Gyokeres just because I think we might need a bit of aggression in the back line. If you've got Ben White in, you've got Calafiori, and they're not as aggressive. And I think that Brentford front line is a very fast, quick front line. Do you know what I mean? You do want someone that can make that last-ditch tackle. I mean, we kind of saw him do that against Neto, against Chelsea. But to be honest, I'm not against Mosquera either, because I think Mosquera and Saliba play really well together. Yeah,
I'm with you on that, like, you know what I mean? Okay, we're going Gyokeres. I'm going to go with that just because he's left-sided. That's the only reason that I'm going to go with it, like, you know. And I think, like, listen, we've changed 2 players, well, not really, just, you know, like one really, like, you know, we're bringing back Saliba and Ben White getting in place of Timber. Can I ask a question without being, you know, like, just before we go? Would you think about maybe putting Timber or Ben White into that position?
See, I wouldn't mind it, but I want Timber to have a bit of a rest.
You want him a rest?
Like, I think you think about who he's played against so far this week alone. It's been very high intense games. He's played 90 minutes in every game. He's not really had rest this season.
No.
Whereas you can say Ricardo Calafiori's had rest for Miles has come in. Do you know what I mean? Like, Saliba's missed games at the start of the season. Gabriel's out. So, like,
he's probably played the most minutes.
Yeah, he's probably played. Him and David Raya have probably played the most minutes of anyone in the back line. So I do want him to have a bit of a rest. Maybe he can come on, but I would want him fit against Villa and maybe a bit more rested, if I'm being honest. So if we can help it, I would keep him out.
Okay, so that's the back four that we've gone for. Midfield now.
Boy, this is a big question, man. There's a lot of options here.
For me, Zubimendi comes in because he was taken off. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that.
We'll put that in there. Now, we're talking about Timber being rested here. Like, can we afford?
Can you bring in...
Can you afford to rest? Can you... the option we've got is to put Zubimendi into where Rice is playing and bring Norgard in there.
Yeah.
Or do we keep Zubimendi there?
And bring him like a Merino or something.
A Merino, very good shout.
Yeah.
Or do we keep with Declan Rice?
Oh, I want him to have rest. Again, someone that has played a lot. And I guess someone like Christian Norgard does need minutes. Like, when is he realistically going to play? Unless we get to the end of, like, that Champions League stage and we've qualified for it, he'd play in that. But, you know, as you said, this is a jam-packed period this Christmas time. It's hard to say, innit? He, again, ex-Brentford player, ex-captain, knows Brentford inside and out.
So what would you do? Put him there and bring in Norgard.
I do want Deck to play.
It's such a big call.
It's such a big.
I thought Declan Rice looked a bit jaded yesterday. Like, you know what I mean?
I thought he played well yesterday. I just think it was unfortunate because, you know, because in that Chelsea game you had Zubimendi on the yellow. Declan Rice had to kind of drop back, and then at the end of the game he had to finish in a 6th position, which I thought he played well in. But you miss his runs going forward, and as well, let's not forget his crosses, his set pieces. Those are so important to the team. No one can really replicate what he does. So if you drop him out, you also kind of lose that, you know, that threat from the good runs in midfield, as well as the set pieces, the crossing. I don't know, man. It's really, really tough.
So there's also a call to put Merino in there.
And I don't think his first half against Chelsea was great, but the second half was.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm really torn.
I'm really torn on this one. I think if we'd have won against Chelsea, I would say like rest.
I would say give him a rest.
But because of that,
yeah, maybe he's got to go in.
He's got to go in.
Like, it's going to be a hefty week for him because he has to play against Villa as well. But
yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
Right.
This next bit, it's quite easy for me, to be honest.
Go on, who are you going for?
I'm going Martin Odegaard.
So am I.
Well, we've actually agreed on a lot so far.
We're actually agreed on a lot.
Yeah.
I'm going Martin Odegaard as well.
Yeah.
I think it's a no-brainer for me. I think he comes in there. He gives us a little bit more control of I think with Eze, I think Eze is one of those players. If you're playing a team with a low block, which this team will do as well, I think you still got to get him on the pitch.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But he's not one of those players that's he's gonna be on the end of things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Odegaard is like a pure creative 10. Like, he just creates all the passes. He's not necessarily going to score, but he's going to be on the end. He's going to be creating all the movements. Eze does that, but he's someone where he wants to be on the end of the thing that is created. So
he's the last pass.
Yeah, he's like, I'll pass into someone so they can pass back to me. Like, he has brilliance in him, but I do also think Odegaard, we need to get him back up to fitness. We've actually, in my opinion, we've missed him. I think Eze in the last couple of games played really well. But what Martin does, no one else in the team can do.
I'm with you. And I still think as well as Eze has done, as well as he done against Spurs, and I'm pretty sure, I don't think Martin Odegaard would ever get a hat-trick in a game.
I don't think so either.
I still think that's our best three.
Yeah, probably. Because I think as well, Martin, he'd like the work rate on him as well.
Yeah.
He leads the press. He doesn't stop running. He doesn't stop, like, the energy he's got from minute 1 to 90. He's constantly pressing. Like, he leads in just a different way. Do you know what I mean? And I do really want him to come back. I really want to see him get minutes.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, the little bit of a...
Yeah, the Declan Rice one, it hurts to kind of put him in because I do want him to rest.
I'm with you on this. Like, if he's not playing, I'm not going to be...
Yeah, I'm not going to...
But I don't know if we can leave him out. That's the thing there. Like,
I think maybe, it's hard. He's too important, man.
Yeah.
He's too important to the team.
Do we make changes up top?
What, in striker position?
In all that. We'll go on this left-hand side first. I think there's 3 options now.
Yeah.
Trossard if he's fit.
Yeah.
Martinelli.
Yeah.
Or Eze.
What about Madueke?
Nah. Not what I see of him on the
I actually agree with you.
He's on the right-hand side.
He's better on... When he's on the left, the only thing he can do is cross, really.
Yeah, I know. He got one good cross in, like, but other than that, he don't attack the full-back as well as what he does on the right-hand side.
No, I agree with that.
So my one for this is Eze.
Okay.
I'd keep Eze in the team as the left-sided player. I think that they will be more of a low block side, and it's on the counter attack where Martinelli's pace won't be as. I think we need trickery out here, like, you know.
Maybe.
I'd save Trossard for Aston Villa.
Yeah, I'd save Trossard for Aston Villa as well.
Or do you go Martinelli, or what do you do here?
It's hard to say because I hear what you're saying, because they are gonna play that mid to low block, like, and Martinelli's shown he doesn't really get much joy against a mid to low block. He's just a ball of chaos, wants to kind of run in behind type of thing.
Yeah.
It's harsh to drop Eze from the team as well. But then again, there's an argument of you need to give him a bit of rest. But then, to be fair, he came off against Chelsea, 60 of something minutes.
Yeah. So
Do you know what? I'll give you Eze. I'll put Eze.
What would you be thinking?
I think he might. I think he would probably start Martinelli, to be honest, just because he started Martinelli in the last game. And Eze is a person. If you want the best of Eze, you want him in the midfield rather than on the left. But I do think maybe a bit of trickery would be good for.
I'm again thinking maybe Martinelli.
Yeah, it's a shame that Trossard isn't. To be honest, if everyone was fully fit, Trossard would 100% be my pick.
I think I would put Trossard in there, but I'm looking at Trossard. If I'd be really honest, 20 minutes, 25 minutes to make sure he's all right.
He's someone that I'd bring him on if necessary. Do you know what I mean? Again, he could potentially be back, but is it worth risking someone? You know, especially right now, we don't really have a lot of luck with injuries.
No, it seems like we're getting one back, and another one's out.
Another one's gone. What I mean?
So,
right.
Is it a debate the right-hand side?
Nah, sorry. Madueke, love you. Saka has to play.
I'm with you. I think that
he
Saka
is the guy. He has to play. And but
I'm looking at Saka like get the job done and
get him off.
Then get him off and get him on Madueke.
I don't really want to see him play 90 minutes, but he has to start for me. You start with your best players. We've already made quite a lot of changes in the back line, some in midfield, even on the left. You want to have, and again, he's a constant target man. And based on who I want to put up front, I think having Saka in is good because that person lures people away from Saka.
Right, so you're going to go with
Victor G.
With Mr. G, like I'm doing that as well. As much as I think Merino's done very, very well. I think this is the game for Victor to come back. You know what I mean? I'm with you on that. Like Victor up front.
We've missed him to bit. I mean, Merino's come in and done really, really well, but I think the presence of Victor Gyokeres makes centre backs think you can't leave this guy. You can't let him go. One ball in behind, he's through on goal. He's basically going to score, and that gives an Eze, a Saka, a Martin Odegaard more space to make runs, to score more goals, or even to assist more goals. Like he's just a target man. Yeah,
I'm with you. Merino's done well and he scored, and there could be. I still think there maybe we could go Merino in place of Declan Rice.
Yeah, I don't mind if you want to switch it. I wouldn't mind. It's just more of, I think, would you put Norgard in? But then I also think you can't take Brentford too lightly. Based on how we want to play at home, and I think just because as well the back line has really changed, you do want your best two midfielders to play because
I'm with that. I think you're right about Gyokeres. I think that Saka, I've noticed it. Last few games being doubled up a lot more.
Yeah.
With Gyokeres coming there, he can't be doubled up because if you're going to double up there, you're going to leave this guy.
Exactly.
I think not Mr. Merino because Merino would be somewhere here.
Yeah, he's just all over. Like, he's someone that you can't detect to become Merino.
He's going to play as your front man. I think we've got to learn how to play with Gyokeres as well. Like, I agree. don't think that we're doing that quite enough. Like
got to play to his strengths.
And I think that will free up Saka a little bit, if I'll be really honest. And. I'm with you on this one there. Gyokeres hopefully comes back into the team.
Am I hearing this right?
I think we've basically agreed on quite a lot.
This is like one of many firsts.
A lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
And to be fair, there's a few changes there as well. I think the team needs freshening up, like not because they played bad or whatever.
Yeah, but
it's just we've had a tough week.
Exactly.
And I think that we need strengthening there.
Can I ask a question? How do you think Ethan Nwaneri is feeling right now?
Left out.
Yeah, because we've put in Odegaard. Eze's been brilliant. He's not had any real minutes. He came in at the start of the season for Odegaard, but he's not figured at all.
He's not figured at all, and he is being even in a rotation team, we're sort of pushing Martin in front of him at this moment in time. I do think that if things with 20 minutes to go, 25 minutes to go, I would be looking to bring Ethan on to replace Martin instead of doing this and that, what I mean? I do think that. Ethan's
it's hard, isn't it?
Tough one.
It's really hard.
It's really hard. I think he's got to be patient. Listen, he's going to play against.
Cup games coming. I think he'll play in those.
Cup games coming up. He's got Bruges coming up in a week's time, and then we got Crystal Palace, so we're definitely playing that. But he hasn't had enough minutes, and then you're asking him to come in these games and then perform when he's hardly played. We're asking Ben White to do this now, and so listen, his time will come.
Yeah, his time will come.
Like, talent will prevail, like, you know. But at the end of the day, he's not quite as good as Martin, and he's not quite as good as Eze.
He's still got a while to go.
And it's a tough ask for him there, like, you know what I mean? So, substitutions, I think, like Dalman, I don't think is going to be involved again. You know, I think, like, you've got Merino, Martinelli, Jesus, Wanyeri, Madueke. One player that I'm going to bring into it now. Do you think that he could be on the bench for this one? There was talk about him being on the bench.
Mr. Havertz.
Mr. Havertz. He was talk about him being Chelsea. They just felt that he wasn't quite ready.
I miss him, man.
Yeah.
He's, again, someone that scored against Brentford, scored a winner before. And, you know, I really miss Havertz.
Yeah, I think we need to get him back.
Yeah, the sooner we get him back, the better.
The sooner we get him back, the better. So it would be nice to see him on the bench. Now, that again, like, now, in the last video I've done with Ty, people go, oh, we didn't put a goalkeeper in, like, you know, on the bench. Yeah. We will put a goalkeeper on the bench. It's just a natural thing that he's on the bench. But again, we're going to, maybe if that is the team, someone might have to be left out, like, you know what I mean? But it's a strong bench again.
It's a very strong bench.
If we play that team with that bench, we've got enough players to come on and make a difference, like, you know what I mean? Jesus, of course, was on the bench.
Yeah, that's
and
big
didn't get on. But where would you be looking to play Jesus? Bruges again, like before, any time?
Probably a cup games against Palace, which is actually quite funny.
You don't see him having any minutes in.
I think it depends. I think, do you really rush someone? I mean, he's done really well to come back quite soon from that ACL, which he did in January. It's usually like a year until you come back. He's made it just back in before that. But we already know he's a very fragile player, someone that plays really well, but he's gone in the next 3 or 4. Maybe, I think we just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I think as well, Brentford are a very physical team. It's a bit negligent maybe to throw someone in who's just come back from an ACL against a Brentford, against a Villa. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's best to look at a cup competition where there would be a lot of changes and say, right, maybe you can figure in this. But even in that, I think there's other choices that we could make, like a Madueke, for example.
Well, yeah, no, I'll be honest, Madueke, you know, Havertz will have to be coming sort of in there, like, exactly. You know, so be interesting what they do with the bench, interesting to see what they do with the strikers and particularly Gyokeres, Jesus, but it's nice to have him back on the bench. Yeah. Kenya, thank you very much. Like, that is the predicted 11 that we've done there. Like, that's
a good team.
Listen, put your comments down and see what team that you would take. Like, would you leave Rice out for this game? Would you take the gamble, or we've in the end decided not to? Let us know what your front three will be. Keep the comments coming. Some lovely positive comments about Ty. I'm sure there'll be some positive Ty ones about Kenya as well. So keep the comments coming, and we'll see you next time for that Aston Villa one. Thank you very much.